Welcome back everyone to Lore of the Shadow, where today we are going to give Tagwin here some lessons on how to be an adventurer. And where is the first place we should show him? That is, of course, the first place you go when you get smacked on the head, and that is the infamous defeat circle. Yes, I know that is a rather strange thing to be given as the first lesson in this entire thing. Your first lesson is where do you go when you get down to lost morale? Here we go. Tagwin considers the defeat circle. So, what is this? You explain that adventuring is dangerous work, and sooner or later, your morale is likely to run out. When that happens, you'll find yourself at one of the many defeat circles scattered along the land. Very funny, stranger. I know that fighting is dangerous. That's why I will not try not to fight enemies that look to be beyond my capabilities. But I guess sometimes that's unavoidable, I suppose. And when that happens, if I am defeated, then I'll find myself in the nearest defeat circle to where I fell in battle. Yep, that's the answer to that. So now that we've done that, I guess we could go to the blacksmith shop. Now, the blacksmith shop, that is a place where we were earlier during the tutorial. And that's where we learned about fixing weapons. At some point I'm going to have to gather some of these quests, but for the moment, alright, is the blacksmith shop. That's the one with the anvil on it, right? Of course, that's the first trick is, here it is, right over here. Here we are back in the blacksmith shop.
Scardy spends more time fixing horseshoes than he does forging swords.
I mean no insult, Scardy, but it is true. What use does an adventurer have with a shop like this? We explained that an adventurer engages in conflict, equipped weapons and armor sustain durability damage, and folks such as Scardy and Bedblade are able to repair them so that you can keep using them. Additionally, shopkeepers throughout Middle-earth can sell an adventurer all sorts of items and equipment that they will aid them in their journeys. Scardy clears his throat as you speak up. That all costs coin, young Tagwin, horseshoes and swords alike. But if that rate is a sign of things to come, I think the swords might become more in demand than they have until now. Alright. Equipment is important, Tagwin admits, but I won't hit something. I want to hit something. Alright, that's why the next thing we want to do is to go to the training dummy. Oh, but there is a quest here, and that is A Little Extra Never Hurts Part 2. Now, this is a quest that has been changed since the original game. That was changed with this update, and that it used to give you this horn that breaks after a couple of uses, and you had to spend 10 Lotra points in order to unlock it. Now it seems to be unlocked for any character, or at least if you got VIP or bought this expansion. I'm not too sure of the exact thing, but based on what I hear, it looks like this is probably just free for anyone now. And if you do this,
our need is dire.
And I guess part of this is to... Actually, this quest must be unlocked on your account, and you can be purchased from the Lotra store and receive enough Lotra points to cover the purchase from A Little Extra Never Hurts Part 1. To purchase the quest, click on the button and talk about how to purchase the quest. Now, I seem to have already have it unlocked, so maybe it's something that was unlocked automatically with expansion or something. I don't know. Whatever's the case, I have it unlocked. And so you accept the quest, and what it gives you is the writing trait. Moved on my account because I get the writing trait for free in any case, and a steed. Not the best steed in the world. It's only a 32% steed, but it's better than walking, I guess. And of course, we finished the quest.
Have you a moment?
Excellent news! Accept this mount. I will carry you to from here into battle, but it will carry you to and from battle, but it is not fit for fighting, so it's not a war steed, of course. Well, I guess that gives me the riding trait now. I think that just got the riding trait got auto-consumed by that. Now, I actually have something called Journeyman Riding, which comes with the riding trait. I guess I get the apprentice riding thing. Riding characteristic. I don't need that anymore since I got it from that quest. Journeyman Riding. And Smell the Roses. And what that does is it allows any horse I have to go at a much faster speed. So therefore, even though it's a 32% mount, it actually acts for me as a 78% mount, I think, or something like that. Let's see. Let's go outside and see what it can do. Mounts are found in a couple of places. I just hit K to bring up the skills thing, and there's a mounts tab there. And that quest gave me the little extra steed. I also had the Bree Pony, which is also actually, well, it says 78% here, but if I hit Smell the Roses, it turns them all into their basic areas right over there. So now it's... Alright, now I got Smell the Roses on. So now it goes down to 32% as the little extra steed does. I also have this Dusky Nimblefoot goat. I usually like to put a goat in there also. Let's see how I look in this little extra steed. It's a nice gray one. It doesn't exactly go with what I'm wearing, but I'll be changing what I'm wearing soon, so that may improve what I look like. I also have a bunch of mount skills in my inventory, and I think I should just try to get rid of these before I continue on. There are a few more in these packages over here, but I'll handle those later. But that means I have many more mounts to choose from for the moment. In fact, I think I'll put the fleet-footed goat as my primary goat here, and I will worry about the rest of the steeds later on. Now, I am supposed to meet him at the training dummy, but it looks like there is somebody already fighting there. So, when he's done, I'll head over to the dummy. This training dummy seems to be rather popular. Looks like he decided to stick the sword in the ground for a few moments. It is rather heavy.
Now this is more like it.
Alright, I get to choose one of these, I guess the cloth gloves, since I'm a lore master. Whee! Now, let's don the gloves. Yay! And I'm level 2. Oh, what do we got here? New mail. Bingo Boffin. Yeah, well, I'm definitely not doing Bingo Boffin on this character, since we'll be questing in this area. Bingo Boffin is down in the Shire. Now, they've changed it so that you can start specializing at level 2. So you no longer wait until you're level 6 in order to specialize, as you had to in the past. Deed completed. A most curious oh, of course, that's Bingo Boffin's little thing. That. So let us specialize. What have we got here? Now, I like blue line, so I will take this as blue line. So I will say beats is what I'll call that one. So I know that's a blue line one. So I'll check that as my specialization. I get my first trait point. Extra morale or extra damage? Let's do extra pet damage for now. There we go. And I believe that gave me... Ah, yes, I now have an eagle. Or I could summon an eagle, I guess it's the best thing for it. And my bear disappeared. Well, it's probably just as well.
If you impress me, maybe I'll give you this Uruk sword.
It had better be a good demonstration, or I'm not going to give you the sword, right? You explained is that Lord Masters can rely on their animal friends to help them in combat. Interesting. Well, let's see it. That's what this training dummy is for, after all. Alright, fine. Use friend of bears while fighting the training dummy. So that means I'll have to... Well, actually, I think I need to... Alright, new deed, master of beasts. And I have to be actually targeting the training dummy at the time. So that was sort of a useless call there. So... let us... Oh, it's the bear I need to unsummon. Dismiss the bear. Target the dummy. Oh, it might also help a great deal if I accept the quest. Alright. I have to accept the quest, of course. Now, I think I also have to be targeting the dummy, but so I will target it just in case that is true. There we go.
That was all right, I guess.
But surely you have more powerful attacks at your disposal, right? You explained that a lore master can repeatedly use burning embers to increase the potency of damage over time effect. Oh, wow! I want to see that, so I need to use burning embers 3 times on the dummy. And no, not Tegwin's not the dummy I'm supposed to do it on, but the target training dummy. Wow. 1. Oh. Unfortunately, it has a 3-second cooldown. So you gotta wait 3 seconds between... Oh, and the bear's attacking the dummy at the same time, of course. Because I have them on assist.
Show me one more skill.
Alright. That was a decent show, I suppose. One more! Show me one more skill of yours, and make it incredible! Explain lore masters can take on different specializations, focusing their skills and traits towards the most singular purpose. So I have to use either Wizard's Fire, Eagle Friend, or Test of Will. Now, each of those are from a different tree. I took the pet tree, so that means it will be Eagle Friend. So that means dismissing the bear. Oh, how about hit continue quest so that whatever I do will count properly, and dismiss bear and summon eagle. Oh, okay. Well, at least now that demonstrates that I don't have to be targeting the dummy at the time because I forgot to target the dummy before summoning the eagle. Well, what do you say about that? I know.
That was pretty good, I suppose.
Oh, fine. You've held your side of the bargain, Pine Lore, and I will do the same. Here, Mothrock's weapon as I promised. You'll bring it back to the ranger for me, I expect. Mother and father will be pleased, but I still say that I could have handled such a weapon. Alright, I'll bring the weapon back. Alright, then that means we head back to the ranger. The eagle isn't nearly as obtrusive as the bear is, so maybe I'll stick with the eagle for a while, even though it does still seem to be about as big as I am.
You recovered the Uruk blade from Tegwin before he hurt himself. Very well done.
Benelder gets a faraway look in his eye and gazes over the surrounding wall of mosswort. I remember being his age and dreaming only of adventure, of excitement. I was not so very different from young Tegwin when I was a boy growing up in the angle of Mythethiel, where all my people dwell. I do not judge him harshly for taking that sword, and I hope you will not either. His parents busy themselves with the work of fortifying Mossworth's defenses, and I dare say they remain unawares of the boy's mischief. I will not tell them if you don't, all right? Okay, and...
I have been away from the land that was my home for many years now.
I've been away from my home. Was once of the Dunedain, my friend, the Rangers of the North, and one of their several charges was to safeguard the lands and their peoples from harm. Their other duties? Well, they're likely as far away as they have always been, and not my concern any longer. I'll not speak of those today. But a peaceful village has been attacked by some of its people slain. Will you help me replenish the supplies and the healing herbs of all Kingsfoil and defeat any of the creatures nearby that may threaten Mossward? You will know the Kingsfoil by a sweet smell and the feel of its leaves. Look for it in the rolling hills east of the village. So I need to collect Kingsfoil and defeat beasts near Mossward. Now, while I do that, I might as well take another quest or two. Most of the quests around here seem to be for level 5, but we do have this one level 3 quest right over here.
The raid on Mosswood by that band of Uruks has left our defenses in a terrible state, friend.
If it wouldn't be too much trouble, could I ask you to collect fallen branches from the bases of trees outside of the town? With them, we will be able to patch up the holes in the outer palisades and replace some of the wood burned down by the attack. I know it doesn't sound like a very important task, but it will truly be a big help for us. With so many good folk injured and slain during the raid, Ellery thinks that we should focus on the small things that we can do something about. I suppose that I see your point, so I need to collect 8 suitable branches while I'm out here. I didn't notice when I hit level 3. Oh, Kingsfoil. I thought I'll be going all over the place in order to get the Kingsfoil, but it looks like I got here. And I only have 2 quests right now. In the past, it used to be 5 quests that you could have on the tracker, but they raised that to 10 recently, or actually with this update. So I guess today is when they... Well, as I'm recording this, now let's see. I need to kill a beast. And let's see what I can do. And I think this should suffice. Yep. Oh, it says kill beasts in Mosswood, I guess? No, Master of the Staff. Well, there's also that. And I need suitable branch. Actually, I'm going to do is I'm going to set the focus on the branches, because I figure I'm going to run into plenty of beasts on the way to getting to the branches. So let's collect the branches. Maybe that'll give me a nice hint as to where I can find them. And slay a beast or 3 along the way. And alright, let's... I guess he must have a sleigh bell on, which... Do I have my sleigh bell? I think my sleigh bell is hidden in one of these boxes in here. I guess I'll equip that later. It's not much of a pocket item. I know one of the other things I could do is equip a XP buff right now, but I'm not going to equip any XP buffs for the moment. I'm going to see how things go having just the straight natural XP that you get. In other words, no buffs and nothing to slow it down or anything like that. Ooh. But I suspect at some point I'll be getting a tortoise stone in order to not overlevel the content or anything like that. See, that's a box. That's oh, here's a boar right over here. Hey, you could start going against there, and I know, Moss Hide Boar. If I didn't know that was the name of the local village, I would say, why do these boars have a moss hide? Sort of makes it... Okay, that's a rather strange name for a boar, alright. Oopsie daisy. Okay, they support each other. Hey! Surprise! There we go. Well, that was useful. I think the gust of wind helped that a little bit, right? Right, because that is a... Tearing winds cause frost to cross the 5... Yeah. No, I attacked with the Burning Embers first, which is single target. At least... So I guess they were just linked to each other. Now, where is the next... How am I doing on the beasts? I need 2 more beasts, but I also need several more branches. Ah, this place is full of branches. There we go. Wrench. Wrench. And soon enough, I'll have a full set of them. 1 more here. I thought that I'd be running into many more beasts, but it turned out they had a large number of branches all within the same vicinity. In fact, the last one I need is right over here. I thought they'll be harder to spot, but I guess not. Guess I'll just have to find a couple more beasts to kill. Aha! Something other than a boar. A wolf that hides pretty well. I didn't see it there. And whack it on the head to finish the job. And alright. Okay, I wasn't expecting wolves. I guess somebody must have killed the wolves before, because the first time I was in this area I didn't see any of them. Well, we're not going to be seeing too many more at the moment. There you go. A couple of fewer wolves to worry about. Now, let's see. Bring the king's foil to Metal Deer at the east gate, and bring the suitable branches to Marion at the east gate. Alright. Here are the branches you requested.
Thank you for these branches. I will see to making use of them.
I'll make use of them to patch the holes in our defenses, and perhaps some of the larger branches can be used for tool making. Small items have gone missing of late, and no reason that I can tell, and we need to replace them. I wonder if that's going to be important at some point. This has been the life of Mossford Town Guard ever since they took me in. If Uruks are loose in Swanfleet, that may be about to change. Yes, I suppose it may change. It looks like hard biscuits and iron coins of Cardolan. And the iron coins of Cardolan are the main currency for this region.
Perhaps you could help me once again.
Whee! They do say change comes slowly, but for now I have other matters of which I must attend. Or perhaps you could help me once again? That is the spirit. Now, there won't be any Uruks to face this time, but until late night, this has been the most common complaint about the townspeople. Ellery says that we should handle simple things first. Well, what could be more simple than doing something about the squeaky hinges in the doors of Mossward? Cadigan insists that he ran outside to attack the raiding Uruks, but that they were alerted by the approach of the loud squeak of the door of his home. Now, I'm not sure that I believe that story, for it is much more likely that he was running into his house when the hinges gave him away, but who can say for certain? All the same, Scardy Benblade should have a bottle of grease that you could use to oil the hinges of the doors of the healer's shop and the door of Cadigan's house, which are the 2 squeakiest offenders. Alright, fine. I'll go and oil the squeak. Oh, and here we are for this.
Mossward is not the only village in Swanfleet.
Thank you.
The stable master can help you check on the others.
Thank you for the king's foil and for helping dissuade some of the more aggressive creatures from staying too near the village. Against such beasts, Eldery and Bevan and the others of the ground are more than a match against the Uruks, and I fear we will be outclassed. The question now is whether Mathuk's band was alone, or if there were others of his kind waiting for our next chance to strike. Mossward is not the only village in Swanfleet, Pinelor. Can I ask you to check the stores who live nearby? Visit the stable master here in the village for a quick means of traveling to the village of Clegger in the Storvales. They should be told what is happening in Mossward and guard themselves against possible attack. The stable master is to the southwest and provides efficient travel options for reaching distant lands. So that's a little thing to tell you about stable masters, of course. So that is to See, that's listed as what level of a quest? It's a level 4 quest. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the local quests here before I head over to the Store of Veils. And the first one of those I need to do is to take care of some squeaky doors, apparently. Right? Now, I think he said the one residence. Oh, yes. The stable master provides a number of travel routes. Actually, how many travel routes? Oh, the stable master. Here's stable master.
Hello there.
Alright, so far, I've got links to... Okay, Klager. Apparently, I already have a route open to Klager, so I can go there for... Well, that's just 80 pennies on there. Looks like I can go to Mickle Delving, which would be nice. Alright. To West Bree, in other words, to the other starter zones, obviously. So it looks like the starter zones plus Klager are my options at the moment. But we're not going to go there just yet. I want to... Oh, of course, I need to talk to this blacksmith first. Hello, Scardy. I was wondering if you had any grease that could be used for doors.
Whenever anyone needs something, they come first to me instead of checking the storehouse.
Oops, sorry about that. Well, I do have a bottle of what you need. That's not the point. Fine, I'll take it. Take it. While you're at it, how about you test it out on the hinges of my door there? I've noticed a bit of a squeak on the hinges lately, and with everyone coming in and out at all hours in search for goods, it'd be nice to have it quiet. Alright, fine. I'll start with your door then. I guess that's the least I can do. A good amount of grease applied to the hinges has put the end to the squeaking. Now, I suppose we go to the healer shop. Here's the healer shop right over here. Let's... You have put the end to the squeaking of the healer shop. Now, that means now we have to go to Cadigan's house. Here's Cadigan's house right on the west side. Take care of that. It's odd, the squeaking is only getting louder. Oh! Rats! Really? Alright. You put an end to the squeaking, though not in the way that was intended. Oh well. At level 4, I apparently picked up Light of Hope, so I'm adding to my skills, and now I have a healing skill. But what does Marilyn have to say about the squeakiness?
How fared your efforts against the squeaky doors of Mosswood?
Rats in the village? I don't like the sound of that. Having rats loose in the town could be a danger to the food stores. I'll see what I can do. Between the Ulrichs and the rats, it's a wonder to me that I ever thought the life of a guard might be an uneventful one. Thank you, my friend. We here in Mosswood will manage. We always do. We always do. Now, what's there next for me to be done? I suppose we have all these level 5 quests to worry about. And that's what we'll do in the next episode of Lore of the Shadow.